We're back! Whoop, 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 whoop! Yes, I know you missed us. I know you missed us. Who can go without us? I'm kidding. Nobody watches us. We're loners. Hello, children! We are back. Doing a film series I actually want to continue, which, I mean, I don't know how much that's gonna stay in effect after we get past this point, but we'll see. We are talking about The Matrix series with the co-star Mr. Anderson. I have never seen these movies. Don't shoot me. I've never seen the original Matrix, and you cannot see me, but I am wearing sunglasses because when you review the Matrix, you have to wear sunglasses. Come on. I didn't do it for Terminator because at that point I was just done with Terminator. But we're at the beginning, baby! Woo! The Matrix came out in the year 1999, directed by the Wachowskis. And what do I think of The Matrix? The Matrix is fucking awesome. Kevin, what do you think of The Matrix, good sir?
It was a very good film. I really loved that. I think it was one of the better films that I have watched during this little series we got going.
I mean, we've only done Star Wars and Terminator. Granted, we ended Star Wars in mediocrity, and oh, my laptop! Jesus Christ! Oh! Yep, that's unedited. My laptop is okay. My laptop is okay. No, nobody panic. My laptop is okay. There's just too many wires. You were saying? I'm sorry.
Well, you were saying that we ended in mediocrity. That's pretty much why.
Oh,
It's been a while since we had a very good film.
Terminator ended in an okay movie. Not great, but I had issues. But yeah, so we will be talking about the Matrix trilogy. Matrix 1, obviously now, and Matrix Reloaded, probably this weekend, and actually, we won't be going straight to Matrix Revolutions because I have a special video planned for the episode numero 50 of the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I will not tell you what it is, but let's just say it is going to probably be the best episode of this podcast, but I don't know because Rise of Skywalker kind of has the top contention for that. But regardless, I will not say what that review will be. Just be prepared for something special. Let's go with The Matrix. The positives of The Matrix. This is going to be a very positive review. I know you guys don't like those reviews. You guys like me seeing me rip apart movies. Movies like Terminator 3 and Rise of Skywalker and Phantom Menace. But no, I mean, I gotta be positive sometime. We need positivity in the world, man. So, positives of The Matrix. The story is very good. Very good. I was watching this movie and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the same crap over and over again. Oh, Neo, he's a random person, and then somebody says he's the chosen one, and then he's the chosen one, and then he's gonna save the day. That's what you were doing with the story. I'm not gonna lie, when the twist happened that, like, the world was fucked and, like, the Matrix is a fake reality or some shit, I was like, oh, we're going there. I was like, oh, that's a cool way to make it a twist on it. But granted, that what I said, that probably wasn't a cliche back then, but you know, watching movies now, it's a cliche. But I'm glad that it avoided, you know, familiar territory. And it also hooks you from the very beginning. You know, you're very interested because, you know, like, if you watch this movie, more than likely you've heard about The Matrix and you've seen trailers or something. So, me watching this movie for the first time, I was like, okay, how in the fuck does this random person go from this to slow motion Jesus? And you know, that's probably the best thing, is to watch the trailers, become intrigued. I actually watched the trailers after the movie because I was like, wonder what the marketing was like. Marketing was very brief, you know, and good marketing, you know, we can't get that anymore. But you know, I this movie has a lot of mystery, and I think it does a really good job at keeping you interested throughout the whole thing. The acting is very solid from everybody. My standout performance for me was Mr. Lawrence Fishburne. He was fucking awesome as Morpheus. Oh my god, he was so good. I loved him. So good. Carrie Ann Moss as Trinity, awesome, badass. Um, Everyone else, oh my god, I can't remember his name for the life of me. Let me look it up right now. Oh my god, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? This is unedited. I don't give a fuck. What's his name? Joe Pantoliano. I said his name wrong. Who plays Cypher? Cypher. The captain from Bad Boys. He was awesome. I liked him a lot. I didn't expect a twist with him. Very good twist. And I really enjoyed him. Mouse, another one, you know, I, I think, like, with these movies, they make the likable character so likable that when they die, it pisses you off to the point where you're just pissed. Because I was pissed when he died. I was liking him. He's a smartass. He's a dick. Like me, man. I like that. And then he just, no, dead. I was like, oh. I mean, granted, the scene was awesome, but still. The special effects. Oh my god. Oh my lord. The special effects. This movie came out in 1999. You know what other movie came out in 1999? Did it come out in 1999? Hold on. Before I make the
I think
joke.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Before I make the joke. It did come out in 1999. You know what else came out in 1999? Star Wars Episode 1. And Star Wars Episode 1 had some of the worst special effects I've ever seen in my life. Then you look at The Matrix, and it has some of the best special effects I've ever seen in my life. Oh, I love this. Oh my god, the special effects in this movie are fucking awesome. Oh my god, from the slow motion. I've heard so much. Oh, slow motion, slow motion, slow motion. So I was afraid I was gonna think it was a little overdone. It fucking wasn't. The slow motion in this movie is awesome. It's practical. It looks real. It never looks fake. Every time that scene where Neo dodges the bullets and the bullets go flying by him, it looks fucking real. That scene where Trinity does her little karate stance in air, you know, it's awesome. All of that stuff is great. Also, the score is awesome. It's a great score. There's a lot of rock. There's some rock stuff in there, which I think works. But like the actual score for the movie, I think really works a lot. The pacing is really good. The movie's 2 hours and 16 minutes. I think the pacing is really good. It never feels boring. It keeps you hooked all the way. I love the pacing in this movie. It's great. I'd say this is what, like, Endgame needed, you know, but Endgame unfortunately had that second act, which, you know, the setup for oh my god, the action sequences are all awesome. The fight scene between Morpheus and Neo was fucking incredible. That scene is awesome. I love that scene. I was like, oh my god, the stunt work. Transition. The stunt work is, oh my god. You know, Keanu Reeves, man, I haven't mentioned him yet for a specific reason. I'll get into it in a second, but Keanu Reeves, man, the stunt work that he pulls off, man. Woo! Oh my god. You know, he's not Tom Cruise. He doesn't do all of his stunts, but I know he does all of his fights, and he's amazing. This was very young Keanu Reeves. This wasn't like John Wick Keanu Reeves, and honestly, I think he was fucking awesome. in the fights. Again, I'll get to it. The setup for Matrix Reloaded is pretty damn sweet. When this movie ended, I was like, give me the fucking sequel now. Obviously, I can't watch the sequel because I gotta review this first. But the setup for Matrix Reloaded, I thought was awesome. You know, they stay in the, they go back inside the Matrix and they're like, oh, like this is fucking life or death now. And I was like, yeah, it is. And then it ends. I was like, yeah, Matrix, baby. And the third act of this movie is fucking awesome. When Neo and Trinity go back into the Matrix and they come in wearing them black leather outfits, I was like, shit is about to get real. And they're fucking running on the walls and shit, guns blazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. That shit gave me chills. I fucking love it. Okay. Okay. Kevin, your positives of the movie, good sir.
Well, a lot of it had to do with, basically all of it with what you said. I think the action was very great. Some of the story setup was really phenomenal because it was one of those, like, I never, same thing with Tyler, I had never watched Matrix up until just today, but watching the movie and watching how the story was all set up, I was just like, wow, I was very astonished with what they were able to do with, like, a dream reality. Like, I think it kind of solves one of the people's biggest mysteries, like, what if we're living in a dream and not in reality? And I think they did all that perfectly. Other than that, it's pretty much all around what you said.
What would you take, the blue pill or the red pill? I'm curious. I'm serious. Would you take the blue pill or the red pill?
I don't know. I would say the red pill because of what I know now, but if I didn't know what would happen before then, I would just say the blue
you know,
pill.
I would need a little brochure or a pamphlet on the Matrix, you know, telling me,
Yeah.
you know where I'm going, you know. I mean, shit.
Yeah, especially when the blue pill was supposed to make you basically forget everything that had just occurred. Like, you might as well just tell me.
This is my thing though. If you take the blue pill, what happens? Are you just like, because
You
they
just
clearly
live on the
say
dream.
it's so weird. It's such a weird. That is the one movie to describe the Matrix. It's so weird, like in a good way though. Like, you have so many questions when the movie ends, but they're good questions. It's not like, excuse me, it's not like fucking Fantasy Island where I had so many questions about how the movie even got fucking made, you know. But I honestly love the fact that I don't know everything, you know. And I'm hoping when we watch The Matrix Reloaded that we get those answers. Which, based on what I've heard, just to let you know, Kevin, I heard that the Matrix sequels are very disappointing. That's why I keep making jokes. I am very afraid. But that's neither here nor there. My negatives with this movie, which honestly they're not even really negatives, they're just two main points that stuck out to me. One of them was Keanu Reeves. Now, hold the pitchforks, hold the torches, please. Let me explain. Did I think he was bad? No. Did I think he was good? Yes. Did I think the acting sometimes was a little Yes. There's some lines, there's some lines that I didn't really think he stuck the landing. But, for the most part, I think he did a pretty good job, and I think that his stunt work really saves the movie for me. Or saves his performance, I should say. There's no saving the movie, it's already fucking saved. And my second negative is that the love story or love thing between Trinity and Neo, that didn't really work for me. That kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, where did that come from? Like, literally Trinity never mentioned it, and then the last 5 minutes when Neo's about to die, they just mentioned it again. Like, where did that come from? That was my, like, I don't hate it. It was just like, if you would have developed it a little bit, because the thing with me is that they didn't really develop their relationship that much. It kind of just, like,
Came out
they
of
kind of
nowhere.
just, yeah, they kind of just interacted with each other all the time, but they never did it in a way like that it was, like they're gonna be together. Like, that's not what happened at all, really. It kind of just blossomed, which maybe they'll develop it in Matrix Reloaded. I don't know. And my last negative, which again, this isn't really a negative, this is just nitpicking. The special effects are great, but there's a couple of them that don't really hold up. There's the Sentinels in particular, I thought didn't really look all that great. The effect looked a little wonky to me. And the scene where Agent Smith quote-unquote dies, yeah, Kevin, sorry, spoiler alert, he comes back in Matrix Reloaded. But the effect when he died, I really didn't think it was all that for me. That was it. Other than that, I love The Matrix. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Now, at least. I had never seen it before, but you don't have any negatives, right?
Now, some of them were more or less just like logistics. I think when what is it? When Trinity was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell Tang, give me the information that I need to know how to fly the helicopter." I'm like, wait, wouldn't you think of getting this type of information before, not just in the middle of it?
That's so cool, though. Not that. Obviously, that makes sense. But that's so freaking cool. Imagine that if you could just live in a world where if you wanted to know something, you could just be like, oh, hey, can you give me this information on this, this, and this, and this? Yeah? Oh, okay. I got the information now. Can you imagine that? Like, imagine those people in a war that they don't know how to shoot a gun. Hey, can you just give me a briefing on how to shoot this gun, please? Yeah, okay, okay. Ah!
Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
That's gonna do it. I don't have anything else to say about The Matrix. It's an awesome movie. I'm very anticipating. I'm very anticipant. I don't know what the word is. I'm in anticipation to watch The Matrix Reloaded. Am I expecting greatness? No, because of the reception the movie has, unfortunately. But we'll see when we get there, because hey, I like Terminator Salvation and a lot of people don't. We are made for controversy on this channel. But that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys didn't miss us too much with the hiatus. You know, we got lives, man. We got things to do. But as always, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Be on the lookout for the Matrix Reloaded review sooner rather than later, because I want to get to another trilogy after this one that I'm very excited to talk about, which I don't think will have any mediocrity in it. But again, thank you guys so much. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stay safe in quarantine. Adios.